Imagine a place where the greatest minds of the ancient world gathered. A building filled with scrolls that held the knowledge of every civilization, science, medicine, history, even secrets of the stars. And then, it was gone. Today, we're talking about the legendary Library of Alexandria, how it began, why it mattered, and what might have been lost forever. At the end, you'll face 3 challenging questions. No answers from us. You'll need to comment them below. Let's see who really listens. You're about to discover the story of one of history's greatest centers of learning, and how it disappeared. We'll ask you 3 quiz questions at the end. No skipping. Stick around, listen closely, and let's test how much you really know about one of the biggest what-ifs in human history. The rise and fall of the Library of Alexandria. The Library of Alexandria was founded in the Egyptian city of Alexandria around 300 BCE. At the time, Alexandria was a bustling hub of trade, culture, and knowledge, named after its founder, Alexander the Great. The idea for the library came from one of his generals, Ptolemy I, who became ruler of Egypt after Alexander's death. Ptolemy and his successors dreamed of creating a place where all human knowledge could be stored. They didn't just want a library, they wanted the library. At its peak, it's believed the Library of Alexandria held over 400,000 scrolls. Some say up to 1 million. These scrolls came from across the world: Greece, India, Persia, Mesopotamia, and Egypt. It was a place where mathematicians, poets, astronomers, and philosophers worked side by side. To collect knowledge, ships arriving at the port were searched. If any scrolls were found on board, they were taken to the library, copied, and returned. Sometimes only the copy was given back. The scholars there weren't just preserving texts. They were creating new ideas. Eratosthenes, one of the librarians, accurately calculated the Earth's circumference over 2,000 years ago, using shadows and math alone. The library was part of the larger Museum of Alexandria, a place of study that inspired the modern word museum. It was supported by the ruling dynasty and became a beacon of learning for centuries. But how did it all vanish? That's where the mystery deepens. There was no single fire that destroyed the Library of Alexandria. Instead, historians believe it suffered multiple setbacks over time. The first major blow came in 48 BCE during Julius Caesar's siege of Alexandria. When Caesar set fire to the ships in the harbor, the flames may have spread and burned part of the library. Later, under Emperor Aurelian, a battle to recapture Alexandria may have caused more destruction. In the 3rd century CE, philosopher Hypatia taught in Alexandria, but during religious unrest she was murdered, and scholars were scattered. Some blame the Christian Roman Emperor Theophilus for ordering the destruction of pagan temples, which may have included parts of the library. Others say the final blow came during the Muslim conquest in the 7th century CE, when Caliph Omar allegedly said, "If the books agree with the Quran, we don't need them. If they disagree, we shouldn't have them." But there's no single confirmed moment. It faded, slowly. The real tragedy isn't just the loss of books. It's the loss of potential. What if those scrolls contained knowledge that could have changed history? What if medical texts, astronomical data, or inventions were lost centuries before they could shape the world? We'll never know for sure. Today, the Library of Alexandria is a symbol, a reminder that knowledge is powerful and fragile. A modern version, the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, was opened in 2002 on the same coast. It aims to honor the spirit of the original, but the mysteries of the past remain buried. What would the world look like if the library had survived? All right, buddy, time to test what you remember. Question 1. Who originally founded the Library of Alexandria? A. Julius Caesar. B. Ptolemy Wars. C. Aristotle. Question 2. What method did Eratosthenes use to estimate the Earth's size? A. Star navigation. B. Comparing shadows. C. Measuring ocean tides. Question 3. What is the most likely reason the library was destroyed? A. A single giant fire. B. A volcanic eruption. C. Multiple events over centuries. Now it's your turn. Drop your answers to all 3 questions in the comments. If you enjoyed this story of lost knowledge and ancient wisdom, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves history.